50 Shades of Grey has become the phenomenon that's on the minds of so many people. It's being talked about in and out of the bedroom. So many people have read the books and are going to see the movie. If you're looking to spice up your relationship, or if you're ready to start dating again, here with us is expert advice, President and the CEO of New Jersey Matchmaker, Julian Cantarella. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure. What's the difference between a matchmaker and a dating service?
Okay, so a matchmaker's service is so much more personalized. The dating service is kind of where men and women come, they pay for the service, they're put in a Rolodex, and whomever's in the Rolodex, that's who you work with, or who you're matched with. As a matchmaker, I work very personal, I work one-on-one with my clients, but I represent men. So my clients are men, and they come to me, and I go out and I conduct a selective search on their behalf, and I try to match them with the best possible match.
It sounds fascinating.
It's a lot of fun, I have to tell you. It's a lot of fun. I get to meet great people.
Now, you're also a dating coach, Julianne.
Yes, I am.
So for women. So what is that? What is that about?
Yeah, because so many women would come to me and they would be, question why I don't represent them for matchmaking. I really worked hard to create this very unique and boutique date coaching program that would help them get out and date effectively and successfully. And what I uncovered is marketing is key to meeting the right person.
So that marketing in terms of they have to market themselves in a way, or get some support with that.
So exactly. So when a woman comes to work with me, I help them utilize every opportunity possible, and that includes online dating. And I became an online dating expert, and I know that your photos determine 90% of your success online.
Which is a shame, because it's not really about who you are, but that's, people are looking, and that's how they're making an opinion. Voicing an opinion.
And I have to say, when I first started out, it was so uncomfortable for me, and it went against everything I believed as a hopeless romantic. I was like, wait, what do you mean? So, but as time was going by and I was realizing what was happening, I found I created a very good service where I have 3 photographers who work for me or work with me, and my clients all get a photo shoot. And I used to write all the profiles, but I can't anymore. I just don't have the time.
So you're helping them put their best image, I would say.
Present the best version of themselves. That's exactly what it is. And I just see women when they've been online before, they come to me and they're like so reluctant, they don't want to do it, and I'm like, just let's do it. Let's try it. You've tried other things.
And
let's do it.
And they're happy. I have a question for you, because we are in the midst of this 50 Shades of Grey explosion. Why? What's going on? And how is it affecting what you're doing with date coaching and matchmaking? Right.
Well, I think the phenomenon is it speaks to women, and I think it's very freeing for them. We all engage in fantasy, and it's very exciting, and I think it's a way that they can escape. And I know that it's a lot of moms read this, a lot of mature women, and they're drawn to it.
And why are mature women reading? What are they getting out of it? And different from younger people?
Right. It's the fantasy. It's the escapism. I think that these are women who are moms and are working full time, and it's a way for them to find a different avenue to allow themselves to say, this is okay, this is interesting.
Which is good.
And they're serving. They're always serving, and it's about their needs being met.
So here's this incredibly stunning, beautiful women just drool over Christian, right? And he's rich, and he takes her on these wonderful vacations and restaurants and private jets. And who wouldn't want to be romanced?
Exactly,
that way,
and they're being living vicariously through this, and it's exciting. And there's this piece to him that he's this wounded, quintessential bad boy. And there's this piece to women that we
love our bad boys.
Yeah, we do.
Why do we
so many women come to me. It's like, I love that. I go through and try and uncover what their obstacles are in dating and try and help them get past it. And so many times it's, Julianne, I love the bad boy. And I'm like, oh.
But you know what? We also think we're going to change them. And oftentimes, now in the books, and I hope I'm not telling people who haven't read book 2 or 3, but in the books, there's some change going on. So he is changed.
Yeah, you're right, in the book.
Right.
But in life, and this is, I'm so happy you touched on this. I work with my women to really understand you can't change anybody. The only person you can change is yourself. Right. And that awareness is so key, and to have that understanding that these books are fantasy and they're fun and they're exciting, and you know, a lot of people are getting nice benefits from them.
Right,
they
right,
are. Right. But at the end of the day, the fantasy is just that, and you cannot change someone.
So it's important to know that you can't change someone, you can change yourself, as you said. Don't go into any relationship, any matchmaking, thinking that, okay, there's so much that I need to, I love this guy, but he's got a lot of work. We got a lot of work to do here, because you're going to be disappointed. You will be disappointed, and I always tell my ladies, you know, go with your gut. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not right, and you know, I work on helping them change their exterior at times with a, you know, makeup artist, hair stylist, just so they can present, again, the best version of themselves, but don't have that expectation of the men or the man you start dating. Right. If it's not a good fit, have the awareness and move on, because there will be a right fit. And recognize that. Recognize that early before you get so entrenched in it. Right. Yes, yeah. You mentioned fantasy, and these books are about fantasy. There's nothing wrong with fantasy, and so how can women actually create more fantasy and within their personal lives and utilize the books and the film as a way to increase their ability and their pleasure? Yeah, communication is key. Yes, that's what thank you. Yeah, that's what I mean, that's say. Really what it comes down to. When you're in the early stages of a relationship, or when you're immersed in a relationship, that is key, communication, and that's what I always teach my ladies. You lead, I always tell my women, you lead that dance. Great. In communication. Julianne, thank you so much. Communication is key, and you're a great communicator. Oh, thank you. Power Your Life will be right back. Ahead, find out what's hot for next week. Before we go, I'd like to leave you with my PowerPoints for the week. Whatever you choose to make your love life more complete, fulfilling, and to add more romance and zing to your lovemaking and to your relationship, remember that it has to be consensual and it has to be comfortable for you. Be experimental, be playful, but communicate with your partner so that you both feel good, cared for, and well respected. Thanks for being with us today. Next time on Power Your Life, author, coach, and educator Rose Rivera joins us to help you tap into your unlimited true self.